Okay, students, so I know there's an issue with the paired t-tests in StatCrunch. So here's a workaround if it doesn't get resolved anytime soon, okay? So the null hypothesis is given, alternative hypothesis is given, mu1 greater than mu2. The data in the accompanying table are from a simple random paired sample from two populations under consideration. Use the paired t-test to perform the required hypothesis test at the 10% significance level. So find the test statistic, use population 1 minus population 2 as the difference. So to start off, again, you're going to open all the data in StatCrunch, okay? And then since the paired t-test isn't working, we're going to do a one sample t-test on the differences. You can find the differences by hand, but why? When you can have StatCrunch do it for you. So stat, you go to t-stats. So if you want to be lazy, which I encourage, we're going to go to paired. Sample 1 is population 1. Sample 2, population 2. This time, click Save Differences. Okay, I didn't tell you to do that before when it was working properly. Now it's not. And then we don't really need the alternative in this one, but it's going to be greater than 0 since the alternative here is mu1 is greater than mu2. That means their difference should be positive. You don't have to click that. That's not essential at this step. Just make sure you click Save Differences. Okay, compute. Yeah, see, it's doing this garbage NaN, which I'm investigating. But in the meantime, we got a workaround. We're going to keep on pushing. So this differences column right here, that's gold. That's where it's at. So you're going to go stats, back to t-stats. Now we're doing a one sample. We're doing a one sample on the differences that we just have. So with data, we don't have a summary. You're going to click the differences column. And then here, yes, make sure you select the correct alternative hypothesis. It's that mu is greater than 0. Compute this bad boy. There we go. See, now it's cooperating. I don't know why. I didn't like it before. So t-test statistic, 2 decimal places. It's going to be 0.52. Yes, we're so good. Okay, p-value, round to 3 decimal places, 0.310. Okay, and then alpha is 0.10. P-value is way more than that, so do not reject H naught. There is not sufficient evidence that mu1 is greater than mu2. Good. I'll do another one. I'm having such a great time. Okay. Don't worry, I checked. This method works on all the homework problems. Okay, so anorexia nervosa is a serious eating disorder. The data available below provide weights in pounds of 17 anorexic young women before and after receiving therapy. Does family therapy appear to be effective in helping anorexic young women gain weight? So you would think then that the average weight after therapy should be more. Preliminary data analyses indicate the use of a paired t-test is reasonable, so perform the appropriate hypothesis test at the 1% significance level. So what are the hypotheses? If you're suggesting that the therapy is effective, their weight after should be greater. So where's mu2 greater here? And always the null has equality. Like if you look at this, that's garbage. When does the null alternative have greater than? Get out of here. So it would be this one. Okay. And then find the test statistics. So we're going to have to do the same little workaround because it's being wonky. So open in StatCrunch. And I mean, you could just go ahead and compute the differences, but I'm going to be hopeful. And every single time I'm going to try the paired t-test, this will compute the differences for me and possibly work. So save the differences. It should be less. Here's the same NaN. I mean, get out of my face. Okay, then this is our column here that we're going to work with. Let me just double check. So if our alternative hypothesis is that mu1 is less than mu2, that means the difference mu1 minus mu2 should be less than 0. I just want to make sure I pick the correct alternative. So now what we're going to do is go to t-stats, but just one sample with data. The differences column is what we want, and the alternative is less than compute, boom. So find the test statistic. It is, scoot, please. Scoot. Okay. -3 got to be on your rounding game here. 795, that's going to round to -3.80. Okay, good. I was nervous for a hot second. Were you? Round to 3 decimal places. 0.001, right? The 8's going to boop, round it up to a 1. 0.001. Yes, we are so good. And then alpha was 0.01, right? 1%. P-value is way smaller than that. So we're going to reject the null. The data provides sufficient evidence that the mean weight after therapy is greater. So you guys, you can do it. Let's do one more. I think this was the other one giving people problems. Let me redo it. So, cooling down with a cold drink. So this is the example that I did originally in the video. And I'm not going to read through it again. At the 1% significance level, do the data provide sufficient evidence to conclude that on average, cold water is less effective for optimizing athletic performance in heat? Use the p-value approach. Oh, and they already gave you the mean and standard deviation of the paired differences. So you could actually do the t-test and just say with summary, because you have the mean and standard deviation right here, -4.2 and 2.66. If you don't want to, that's fine, though. We can do it with the data. Population 1B times for cold water, population 2B times to fatigue for ice slurry, and they think cold water is less effective. So then it should be that it's greater. I'm going to go with this option. Let's check. Oh no, whoopsie daisy. Okay, this one then. That's the only one that makes sense. Fine, I'll check. God, they made me nervous. Okay. So find the test statistic. We can do it the longer way, or we can just do with summary. But then you have to enter the degrees of freedom. Let's just go to StatCrunch. Okay. Open in StatCrunch. And then again, t-stats. We'll try the paired, but I'm not optimistic. It's been giving me that NaN. Save the differences. Save those differences. Look at that. Disobedient StatCrunch. It's fine. Okay, we're done with this. So the alternative should be mu1 minus mu2 is less than 0. So t-stat, one sample with data, differences. Alternative, less than 0. Yes? Yes. Compute. Okay. Test statistic. Scoot down. Scoot. -4.996. Ooh, that will round to -5.00. Yes. P-value point. Now this one, the 4 is not going to round it up, so it's just 0.000. Excellent. I know. So let's see. Alpha is 1%. P-value is basically 0. Small p-value, reject the null. So reject. The data provides sufficient evidence at the 1% significance level that the effectiveness of cold water for optimizing athletic performance is less than that for ice slurry. Okay, so just if you're having problems with the paired t-test, in the meantime, you can do this as a workaround. And I did reach out to tech support for some answers. I don't know how long it's going to take them to get back to me. So worst case scenario, you can just do this. Okay, guys, keep up the great work, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.